how much should you save every month to attain 2 million Kenya shillings in the context of Kenya? Yes, in 5 years. Always, anytime that we are trying to come up with financial decisions, either a savings objective, usually need to be very clear and focused on these metrics that I'll be sharing with you. Now, you might be there, maybe you want to purchase a land, and you are somebody who is employed, and of course, the major source of income for you is salary, or you are a salaried person. Now, the only way you will have to maybe meet some of your financial goals is maybe through savings. And maybe you are determined to maybe purchase a parcel of land, maybe in the 5 years to come, and you want to know how much should you seclude or sacrifice from your basic monthly income so that you attain this goal. Now, I want to help you answer that question. And before I even get deep to calculation, I want to tell you that, of course, you'll be using financial institution to help you arrive to this particular goal. And when you come to financial institution, you need also to understand what those information they give you or the offers they give you. So, for example, you always find that you might be told that, for example, they are offering you 12%, maybe 12% interest per annum. Now, I want to break down for you this 12% so that you have to understand, so that we get the actual figure. Now, let's say like I've mentioned, I want to highlight that for every interest rate that you usually see financial institution is offering you is usually incorporating two elements. One, we have the inflation element. The inflation element. We have the inflation. Inflation element, which is inflation rate. Ideally in Kenya now, inflation is at, the inflation for the month of April was 4.1. So I will just use that one, 4.1%. 4.1%. Then, real interest rate. These are the elements of nominal interest rate. Real interest rate, we usually have real rate or real interest rate. So let me put it to be, being that I've mentioned that maybe you are going to be offered a nominal interest rate of 12. So let me just assume that it is 8%. 8%, of course, per annum, per year. So then we arrive at nominal interest rate. Nominal interest. So that one would be, just add this to this, that one will be 12.1. 12.1. So what am I saying? I'm saying that the inflation rate that is usually posted or you are being offered by any financial institution is an inflation rate called nominal interest rate. Yeah. Financial institution will, in rare cases, will they tell you real interest rate. So that's upon you to know. So that's why I'm trying to help you understand. So this is the actual interest rate or the real interest rate. This is the actual value of the money that you're having. The other part of this, the other component of this nominal interest rate is usually the inflation rate. Yeah, the inflation. And we say, if we say inflation, we just mean the persistent increase in the value or in the prices of items. Yeah. Yes. So if you used to buy sugar, 1 kilogram of sugar at maybe 100 shillings, and currently you are buying it at maybe, let's say, for example, 150 shillings, then the 50 is what we call inflation. So it's usually very important to always adjust, because inflation is real and is a silent thief. Yeah, so this is what we are going to use. So the financial institution has offered you 12% per annum, 12.1, and let me just say 12% per annum for you to save with them. Yeah. And I want to assume that you are not saving in you are saving in with the financial institution that is going to compound you this interest, or this interest is going to be a compounding interest per month. Yeah. So how much should you then save or seclude from your from your monthly income to achieve your 2 million target after 5 years? Now, to be more realistic, every interest income that you get from your savings usually attract a withholding tax of 15%. So any realistic scenario analysis or realistic projection, we must incorporate the withholding tax. So this rate is 12%. So I will adjust it and get tax adjusted rate. Yeah. Then that's what I'll use to try to calculate. Yeah. So tax adjusted rate. So tax adjusted rate, I'll just do this way. Tax adjusted. Tax adjusted rate. I'll arrive to it by just doing 8.5 times the rate. Allow me use just 12%. I ignore that 1%, which came as a result of this inflation element. Let me just round it off, have 12%, yeah, to make it simple. Now, so tax adjusted rate would be yes, so 0.85 times 11 times 12. Yes, so tax adjusted rate. So after after removing the tax element, you will after removing the tax element, you will have 10.2%, right? You will have 10.2%, of which, if you round off, will just be 10%. So you expect 10%. So after adjusting the withholding tax, you remain with 10%. So this 10% is what we want to use to know how much will you be depositing every month, to ensure that after 5 years you have your 2 million in your bank account, and of course take that money and invest in the asset that you are saving for. If it is land, or if it is buying any type of investment that you would be maybe having saving for. So after reaching here, what I'll do is get directly to what we call finding sinking fund factor. sinking fund factor. That's what I'll use. And it's given by, so of course here, our target is 2 million, and that should be our future value. So I'll just say future value into or multiply by sinking fund factor, which is given by R over 1 plus R raised to n minus 1. Yeah. So this is actually what we are going to do. There's some adjustment I'm going to do. I was told you that this particular financial institution is compounding the interest every month or monthly. So I'll convert this annual interest rate into monthly interest rate, and that one I'll achieve. Let me use here. So I'll achieve that one by saying 10, let's just say 10% divide by 12, because we have how many months in a year? 12 months. So this one would give us 12 divided by, 10 divided by 12, less than 1. So, or let's just use that too. Let me not ignore it. So 10.2. So 10.2 divided by 12. I'm getting 0.85%. So 0.85%. So this 0.85% is the monthly rate. So I'll this n here represent the number of compoundings that we'll have. Yeah, and being that it's monthly compounding, so in a year we are going to compound that interest 12 times. So in 5 years we're going to compound 60 times. So I'll put here 60. Yeah, so this is how I'll go about it. So the rate, of course, we have 0. So let's just substitute what we have. 0.85 over 1 plus 0. Sorry, this is percent. So I want to convert, let me convert this percent into, I want to divide it by 100, so that I remove the percentage. Let me divide it by 100. Yeah, so that one would be, it would be, so here, instead of writing this, I need to put this. I need to put 0.0085, right? Then do it here also, 0.085, of course, raised to 60. Raised to 60. Raised to 60. Good. Less 1. So this one I'll multiply with my 2 million, which is the future value. So let me solve here. So that one I have 0.0085 raised to 60. Answer less 1. Answer less 1. Okay. Then 0.0085 divided by answer. Then, so sinking fund factor will be is equal to 0 0 1 2 8, let's just say 5, right? So this is what, of course, you multiply with this your 2 million here to know how much every month will you be depositing. Yeah, okay. So yes, so you're supposed to be depositing every month. You should deposit 25,991. 25,900, not 900, sorry, 691 and some cents here, 17 cents. Yes, so in short, just 25,692 approximately. Yeah, so this is in the case of Kenya shillings. So guys, if you want to save 2 million for 5 years, 2 million for 2 million, if you want to save 2 million for 5 years, how much should you be saving every month? Ideally, you're supposed to save 25,691, assuming that the nominal interest rate that the financial institution is offering you is 12% per annum, compounded monthly. Now, this is something else I should always I need to tell you that if you do this saving in a bank, in the traditional saving bank account, usually they don't give compounding interest. Yeah, they usually give simple interest. So they usually don't give compounding interest. So with simple interest, you will not achieve this. You will have to pay more. You will have to pay more than this. But for compounding interest, you will pay this. So that's why we say compounding is anytime you are you want to save, you always ask the terms of that particular savings account. So such that if you find that it's compounding, then the better, because it will allow you to at least save, for example, attaining the same goal of 2 million with less cash compared to simple interest. So which institution usually offer this kind of arrangement? Now, I won't go into that detail. So if you have any queries you want to how you can raise this particular fund, or a place where you can use this scenario that I've simulated for you here, just give me a call so that we can always discuss this, or maybe give you a place where you can put your money and it is being compounded monthly, yeah, on the monthly basis. Yeah, so if you have a goal of maybe buying a land in the future, you are newly employed or you've been employed and you want effective way on which you can raise some funds so that you can buy, yeah, you can buy land, or maybe acquire a house or something like that, or buy a car. Yeah, so you can always contact me. So my number is 007 07 07 43 660 912. So this is my number. This is my number 0743660912. You can reach out, yeah, so that we can organize this and start saving. So yes, nominal interest rate is a sum of real interest rate plus inflation rate. So thank you guys. Reach out. Thank you. Bye.